He's unlimited, proudly presents.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 100 of the Diz Unlimited. This will be the last episode. I'm just kidding.
Hello and goodbye.
Joining me for this very special episode, we have, I'm Rhino. Joining me for this very special episode, we have Dreams Unlimited travel agent Hannah Anderson.
Happy birthday.
Diz, what?
I don't know. It felt right. Happy birthday.
Diz, it is not my birthday.
100 years old.
100.
Yeah,
Well, it's my
111th
111th birthday. Diz theme park correspondent Chloe Ferreira.
Hey, howdy, hey. Rhino, you don't look a day over 100.
You don't look a day over. You know
I was going
what?
to say 99.
When I was turning 40, I was like, I'm going to start telling people like, I'm 35. And they'll be like, oh my God, yeah. But I'm worried. I was worried when they'd be like, oh, how old are you? I'd be like, well, you tell me. And then they'll be like 42. And I'll be like, I'll kill you. But
you don't look 40.
no, we are. The lighting is a little bit dimmed. You can't really tell on me. So I guess I never have to turn these lights on. But on the ladies here, they didn't want me to turn the overheads on today. Hannah came in and she was pouting. She said something about tearing up her contract. There was a whole thing. She said, I'm going to get my manager on the phone.
Yeah, all of them.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like it's not, from what I can see, it doesn't look too bad. Is it that dim?
You're a little, your shot's a little dim, and Hannah's looks a little cozy, I think is the word we've been
Ooh.
using.
We're cozy.
But
Okay,
honestly,
well, I like
you know
We're
what?
not getting fatigued by the overhead. I think
Cozy
it's
for
nice.
100, so who cares? Yeah.
Cozy.
Before we dive into what I assume will bring you 100, I don't know where I'm going with this, Lord. Anyway, this and everything that we do here is brought to you by Dreams Unlimited Travel. They're experts at helping you plan the perfect Disney vacation. When you book with them, it costs you nothing extra on your trip. You help support the channel and all of the content and feeding Hannah's child. DreamsUnlimitedTravel.com for a free, no obligation quote today. It is also brought to you by our Patreon supporters. And Patreon supporters, well, you are going to get a post live show today. If you are in the $5 and up tier, we're going live right after the broadcast of this episode. And I'm sure that will be an insane episode as well. So if you want to join in there, it's just $5 a month and you get access to all of the past ones. And moving forward, you can do it for as little or as long as you want, but it does help support us. So patreon.com/disunlimited. And also for our Patreon supporters out there, there are going to be some Patreon post shows over the Christmas week. We're going to have one and New Year's, but we won't be here. We've pre-recorded them at various times, so those will be here. We are still doing a live show next week. I had timed it out where I had wanted to end the year on the 100th episode, but whatever. I got as close as I could, and it's fine. You know what? A couple extra.
You're
Who
a
cares?
giver.
Yeah. Overachiever. Jeez. So, I'm happy to have everybody here. We're happy to have our live chat going with us. Before we get into the news and everything like that, I'm going to be 100% honest. We cracked a bottle of the finest champagne that $6 will buy you, which is the Brut. I can't remember. The Cook's.
No.
Brut.
Oh, you wish it's Andre.
Oh, it was entree. No, you wish. I made sure it was the least I could do. So
Cheers to
we poured
us.
mimosas inside of our recyclable plastic cups that I've been bringing from home. But I just want to raise a glass. These are our apple cider mimosas. So yes, this is the time we actually do have a drink, and I don't care who knows it. Because I want to make a toast to the ladies in this room to say thank you for being here for as long as you have and continuing to be such an integral part of this operation and for the support that you have shown me. And I have really, truly enjoyed doing this. We have had some wonderful moments together, and I look forward to some fun times in the future. And just a thank you to everybody out there, but especially to the two of you. You are literally the closest people to me at this moment.
Oh, through thick and thin.
Physically.
That's right. Cheers to that.
to you.
Cheers.
And that's a show.
That's a
That's a
all
good
right, guys.
holiday
Don't
drink.
sleep on adding. I have trader shows already.
He's gone.
I have Trader Joe's apple cider in here with a little bit of cinnamon, a little sliced apple. We're fancy as all get out here, but we're using the reusable Regal cups. And you'll ask, why do I have those? Hannah's got her Chewy's $5 margarita glass from Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, Cinco de Mayo 2024.
Yeah.
Going to the
Never
movies.
forget.
Yeah, these I believe Eli went with his family or something, and they each got a drink, and they give you the plastic cups. And I was like,
Oh.
well, give me those. I'll bring them to the studio.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Well
no, but seriously, we've had a lot of fun times. I don't want to get into it right now because our New Year's episode or our Christmas episode is going to be a look back at all what we've done in 2026 and everything, and then a look forward. But there's been. I took over from Craig, as we all know, and I know that I've been very transparent and vocal and honest about that experience, and it was not the easiest transition. And I feel like, and I'm going to continue that trend of being vocal and honest and transparent right now, is that I don't feel like I ever really got into the position that I imagined. It's not the position that I thought it would be. And I do feel like I haven't necessarily come as far as I want in terms of like production and what I would in a perfect world be able to do. But being able to do what we've done, it's the small victories, and the fact that we're sitting here at episode 100, still doing this podcast out here, still having fun with it and laughing, and being able to sit here with you it really does. It does make my day. It does. I don't take sitting here and having a platform to speak to people very lightly. I think it is a big responsibility. I do very much believe in my life I want to make the world a little bit of a better place than the one that I came into it. And I think that some days that can be a lot harder than others. And it can feel heavy sometimes too, because I do feel a responsibility to all of you. And I am my own worst enemy a lot of times.
Aren't we all?
But having, cheerleaders in my court here, not because you're women.
There's male cheerleaders.
There
too,
are,
you
but are they good? I'm just kidding.
Yes,
That's really rude
usually.
because I
You
do
ever
have
seen-
some friends who are like professional male
Bring It On?
cheerleaders, and I'm like,
all or nothing.
Yeah, hello.
and there are some I would watch these
One
people
and
do
two?
backflips until the end of time. These are spirit fingers. No, but having you guys here, I'm really happy that it's us for the 100th. I'm happy that we're still here, still able to do this, still able to do the show, to have, I know there's a lot of new people who have come recently to be a part of this show, to listen, to watch it. And we just want to say welcome, whether this is your first episode, this is your last episode, or, you've seen every episode since the very beginning of the Diz. I'm enjoying it. It's the sort of the thing where you're like, I just want it to be a space where we're all where we can enjoy, and it's like we have friends both in the room, out of the room, existentially, where we can all kind of come together and just have fun talking and chatting about that thing that we love so much, which is, Disney, theme parks, and these experiences that we have here. And it's just like it's a special thing that I do think about quite a bit. And sometimes I take it too seriously, and it's nice to have somebody like Hannah who will always be like, nah, dog. Sometimes infuriatingly so, but, and then to have a woman from out of time like Chloe is also great, because
From another life.
from the most nostalgic human being to ever grace our good planet here is also great, because it's like you remind us of it's like I love sorry, I'm going to keep talking about you guys, but I love
Don't
how you
stop.
guys manifest your love in all these different ways. And that, so we make the joke, and I've seen comments about Chloe being very negative about, which is also funny to me, because I think you're never really, I don't
I go
consider
on
you
rants,
negative.
but
You do
Yeah,
hold
feel more
on to a
negative
time gone by sometimes in a way, but also I see how passionate and how much love you have for this thing and for these elements, and sometimes maybe it is maybe you are holding on too long, but that's also the thing that brings you so much joy, is these sort of, I don't want to say vintage things, these experiences. And I think it's really interesting, because I always used to say to Craig that I felt like, I'd stop him every now and then, and I'd just be like, do you ever think what you're doing? Because Craig is an excellent videographer. You've seen his fireworks videos. You've seen the way he's done ride-throughs, and he's very meticulous. And the way he did Splash Mountain when that closed, stuff like that. I said, it's really crazy because I know this is a job, but the way you do this, I was like, do you ever think that you're preserving this for history? We're like, we don't have this from before, but you are a part of people being able to like see this and touch into that and stuff like that. And I think about how you kind of, that's sort of this thing if Craig was doing this in a very video way, I think about you as like making snow globes. Every one of these things is your little snow globes. And Chloe's got like her shelves and shelves of snow globes of all these things, and you bottle it up. And then Hannah, I love getting drinking under the table.
Under the table, above the table,
over the table, anywhere we go. But you know, I love getting to go and experiencing that because I love I love your son Owen and Bentley and stuff, and like being able to do that with you and have that perspective has really changed a lot about how I kind of see it. It gives me patience in ways that before maybe I didn't have, and I don't mean that in a negative way. I mean it in a way where it's like, you'll come to point out stuff that I didn't even realize I was seeing. And also you being kind of up for anything is just very refreshing. I don't know how I would have made the transition with the transition of the post Craig era without having somebody who's just kind of like a little more like get up and go. I know we all need to motivate each other at different times in different ways, but I'm glad that we're still like we're still kicking. We're still high kicking like Nicole Kidman at the Moulin Rouge.
No, and I know we're glad you're still here, that you're here, that you
Don't get
exist,
used to it. No, I'm just
you're-
kidding. This is my last episode.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you for being here. I mean, I wouldn't be here without you because we were close friends before, and I remember just seeing you at media events leading up to, and then
I met
it's
Chloe.
evolved through this.
I met Chloe at a media event at Hollywood Studios, a Star Wars themed media event, no less, and she was wearing a giant button, Star Tours button,
glow in the dark button.
That I'll never think. And I remember being like, wow, because I remember thinking like, how'd she keep that so long? Because it didn't think in my mind that she loves to do her Chloe's Treasures,
I haven't
thing.
done it in a while. I need to do that again.
Yeah.
No, I had pink hair then too. Remember?
I don't know.
Bubblegum
If I remember
hair.
you had the
Pink hair. Ooh.
Yeah.
I do remember you were wearing a very like. I don't know how to word this because like I didn't use these terms like a very luscious dress, fluffy dress.
Girl, you were looking luscious.
Yeah,
On
girl.
the Star Wars tour,
You
I was
you had like
wearing
a.
a black crop top with rhinestones all over like stars, and then I had the Star Tours button.
I am thinking about when we were at DCA. Then I'm thinking about the dress you were wearing at DCA. Sorry, because that was the
my
second
ice cream
time I met
dress,
you. Yeah.
and I also had pink hair then. Yes, and I had a it was the bunny Duffy. What's
Yeah.
her name?
Oh, Selu?
Selu. Yes.
Yeah.
That comes up in my phone a lot. That's when it was like me and Craig, and then we met you and some of
Yeah.
your friends, and we like watched
World of Color.
World of Color. Yeah, it was funny because I
Yeah.
was like, oh my god, I can't believe we're here at the same time.
Because it was only like 2 months after I had met you at the Star Wars tour.
Yeah.
Oh,
and then
that's
from then
cool.
on, I saw you at a bunch of Florida events. And then you and Craig thought I lived in LA because you saw me in LA.
Yeah.
And I was
Yeah.
like, no, I'm a Florida girl.
Oh, that's funny.
So, yeah.
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 Time's weird.
I went back and looked at some of like the earliest videos starting at like episode 1 of the Dis Unlimited, and it's crazy to think like how far it's come even in
How much weight I've gained.
no listen, me too. It's all these good dining reviews.
Yeah,
But
right.
like
Seriously.
even just the studio. I mean, I think I sometimes take it for granted, but I go back and I watch those videos and like I didn't really know you or Craig at all when I first did that video, other than like having watched the videos and knowing of you. And we were all sitting in our homes. And so it wasn't, it was a totally different experience. And it's funny, you were saying how like, you take this very seriously, that people are listening and watching to us. I have to be honest, a lot of times I forget people are watching us. But I think that
I mean,
more
that's good though.
so-
I think
It is.
sometimes that's like
It's a testament, I would say,
yeah.
to like our friendship and our rapport, because I sit in here and I like, yeah, there's a camera and there's a microphone, but like I'm just talking with
How's
my
this any different
friends.
from your house?
Yeah. Oh no.
You should see the setup at cameras.
Oh, I know.
At
Well, that was
I just called you Camera.
At cameras.
That's my nickname. But yeah, so I mean, just thinking about the fact that like there is a dedicated studio, there is a dedicated space. It is like, I wish you guys could just, I mean, I know you see like these little snippets of it, but this place is wild. Like there's some really cool things in here.
I
and
need to get it under
memorabilia.
control, honestly. But like,
No, that's what I love about it though. I mean, I feel like this space feels like us. And so it is very cool to like come in here and like be able to share this with you guys. And then also just I mean, it's crazy. I think about like you guys are friends for life now, and how weird that being a Disney fan has led to all of this.
Right?
It's really great. And we get to talk about all this like fun stuff that we love, and people actually want to listen, I think.
I think that would be really cool, like sort of thing. I if there was a way, I mean, I guess the podcast email, but that's, you actually bring up a great point. Like, I'm always like, what's the craziest thing that's come out of being a Disney fan for people? You know what I mean? Like, I've been a Disney fan, but never in my life did I think I was going to like meet Dick Van Dyke and talk to him, or, have a drink with you guys in New Orleans Square, an alcoholic beverage, and watch, Anika Nani Rose perform for us on the ship right in front of our eyes, and some of these cool events. And yes, those I acknowledge those are media events that came out of this, but meeting Dick Van Dyke had nothing, like it was at D23, and I was like, can I take a break and go meet Dick Van Dyke? And they said no, and I said, well, I'm going to do it anyways. And I did.
Okay, so that had me thinking. So I've lived in Orlando for 8 years, and I, even though you don't believe it, I followed the Diz before moving here, because
she said, you must be Brian.
Yeah. Oh, Brian, I'm such a big
just
fan.
like the dog from Family Guy. Big fan.
Yeah, and your friend Christopher.
Yeah.
Peter.
But I think about that in terms of, before moving to Orlando, it was like I was just looking for someone, like anyone who was as crazy about Disney as I was, and just like this feeling of like the one thing that I like really, really loved, like most people around me didn't understand, didn't appreciate. I couldn't talk to people the way that I do on this podcast. And then I don't know. I feel like if you're a Disney fan, like just do it. Like go to D23. If you think you can or want to move to Orlando, do it. Because it completely changed the trajectory of my life in like big ways, small ways. But I mean, you can't undo it now. Like me loving Disney has completely changed who I am as a person, and like probably what I'll do in the future. And so I don't know. I guess if you're a Disney fan out there, like if you're thinking about taking that crazy trip to Disneyland, like maybe you've never been and you like always feel like you need to go and see that original park, like just do it, because you never know. Like you never know the people you're going to meet, the experiences that you're going to have. And I'd like to think like, one day when I'm 80 years old, like these are the things I'm going to be thinking about, Well,
I think about, I mean, just in terms of like where it can bring you is, I mean, I had never been to Disneyland before this job, and how much I absolutely love that. And I know that's become like sort of a critique that people have about me, is that I speak so positively about
but
Disneyland.
It's real.
And I'm like, but I just love it so much. It's like my thing. Like that's the thing where I'm like, if I can go somewhere and that would be my vacation, that would be Disneyland. And I know, I mean, I'm not saying I don't love Walt Disney World, but it's that's my like sort of in with it now. But I also think like I went to Alaska. I rode this train outdoors on a train hundreds of feet above a ravine.
Wow.
On this thing where I'm like, that came because of Disney. I was on an Alaska Disney Cruise Line experience, and like how like I'll never, like that was in with all the other crazy things that happened around in and around that time. I still like, you take that thing and you're like, wow, this incredible moment where I just stood outside on this train for like 3 hours while it rode up into Canada, and like it's just or I don't know, it's just like wild, sort of the weird friends I've made along the way, and not just who do the same thing as us, but the people who watch this. I want to shout out to the Zieglers, to Diane and Bill, who we have our routines that we have now when they vacation. And Diane has gone to Disneyland with me. We've gone together through there, and I'm sure years from now, hopefully, we'll still be going places, that aren't just Disney too, Like,
I've rekindled some family relationships by going to the parks and meeting up there. I found the love of my life through Disney and podcasting. It's directed the trajectory of my life in ways that I don't even realize sometimes, and it just keeps going. So I'm very appreciative for for being here, for this job, for you guys, and for Disney in general. So
Yeah.
woohoo to 100.
Woohoo! Well, I think
Yeah,
that's a good way to move on to actually do what this podcast is about. I can't wait to start hearing people being like, God, the beginning of this podcast, it never talks about the news and the discussion. Shut up.
Well, yeah, just get used to it.
I like the banter. This is the thing, though. It's supposed to be like, I don't know why it's like it's the Massachusetts of me where I'm like, it's like when you go over to a friend's house, you go downstairs and you're all like sitting on the couch and just like start talking and you're like, well, we got to watch this movie. We got to watch this movie. You're like, everyone shut up. We got to watch the movie finally. So I guess let's watch this movie. Because guess what? It's a Hallmark and Disney movie.
Oh, heck yes.
Isn't that wild?
I didn't believe this at first.
Well, I've got a lot of questions, but let me read this stuff here because I do have a lot to say, and I feel like I knew Hannah would too. So Hallmark and Disney are teaming up for a new holiday movie filming at and on location at Walt Disney World. So for us in Orlando, it feels like the official start to the holiday season is the first Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. That's how I sort of gauge it.
Yeah.
For those in other places, I'm sure it isn't the holidays without those guilty pleasure Hallmark movies, specifically the holiday ones. But for fans of the two, you are in luck because in 2026, Hallmark Channel and Walt Disney World are teaming up to debut an all-new original holiday movie called Holiday Ever After, A Disney World Wish Come True. Starring Lacey Chabert, Travis Van Winkle, Richard Kind. We love Richard Kind.
heck
Yeah, we
yes.
do.
Christy Carlson Romano. Hello, Even Stevens.
Yep.
Bryce Duffy, Tegan Burns, and Asher Alexander with Patrick Rena in a cameo role. I don't know who that is, so I assume it's like if it's a cameo role, I don't know. This soon-to-be classic romance is set to premiere during Hallmark Channel's 17th annual Countdown to Christmas programming event next year, and will shoot on location at Walt Disney World in Florida. Darren Abbott, Chief Brand Officer from Hallmark, said the partnership between Hallmark and Disney dates back decades, when a shared Kansas City connection and friendship between Hallmark's founder, J.C. Hall, and Walt Disney himself led to our first ever licensed products, including the very first greeting card featuring Mickey Mouse. We're thrilled to expand our relationship beyond the products we create together and onto the screen with this heart-warming and joyful Christmas movie that embodies the very best of both worlds. So if you're wondering what the movie is about, I've got the plot for you. Lindsay, played by Chabert. Lindsay and her extended family head to Walt Disney World to spend a magical Christmas together, but the dream of a jolly holidays gets dashed when Lindsay discovers her room is next door to Philip, played by Van Winkle, a disastrous first date she recently had, who's also there on a family trip. As Lindsay and Philip's paths cross throughout their stay, the frost starts to thaw as they learn they're not so different from each other after all. Thanks to the magic of Walt Disney World, the holiday wish Lindsay made in Cinderella Fountain just might turn their rivalry into romance.
Oh, yes.
This, of course, does mean there's going to be plenty of co-branded holiday products dropping next holiday season. There's going to be greeting cards, ornaments, gifts, gift wrap, and other unique offerings. The collection will be available, like I said, next holiday season at select Hallmark Gold Crown stores, Hallmark.com, and other retailers to be announced soon. So I do have a couple of questions, like how long does it take to turn over a Hallmark movie? Like how long does it take to film, edit, and then like from production to air? Like till you're seeing it on the airways. And then like, are they filming this next November for a debut in December,
No,
which
they're
seems
filming
insane.
They've been filming it like the past like 2 weeks in the parks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So they're filming it like right now for next year.
It was funny because, like, I don't think they want to talk about it in advance so people are on the lookout for it. But I feel like they dropped the news about it because the posts were going viral because people were seeing them filming in Magic Kingdom and Hollywood Studios. And then Sunday they dropped, hey, we're filming this. It's like, oh, okay. Yes, that makes sense.
I mean, that's cool because they don't really film a lot of stuff here.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
even though it's just a
anymore.
Hallmark, I don't want to say just a Hallmark movie. You know, there are people who love those movies and they have become a staple.
Yeah.
You know,
And
do I
it's-
wish the Hallmark Channel was a little more diverse? Yeah, absolutely.
course.
Or what?
They're working on
No,
it.
they are working on it. It was
Yeah.
actually Candace Cameron left because it was too diverse. And you're
Right,
like,
right.
Yeah, okay.
There's your
And
sign.
I love that they're filming
All
right
right,
now during the
DJ
holiday
Tanner.
season too,
Yeah,
because they
it's
were when
actual
they were at Hollywood
holidays.
Studios. Yeah, it was on Hollywood Boulevard, so all those decorations are behind them, and I can't wait to watch it.
Well, that's
I
why
love
Oh,
it.
yeah,
I
for
was
sure.
wondering if they were going to have to leave the decorations up longer so that they can make sure they get all the shots they need. If they need pickup shots, are they coming back
They're
to film
filming now.
next year? You
Yeah.
know, yeah. Also, Trey in the chat just said that the person who was in the cameo, Patrick Renna, is Ham from Sandlot.
Oh.
So now I'm like, oh,
Okay, that's cool.
I feel like they pop up in a lot of stuff randomly.
Yeah.
Um,
Good for. That's
I mean,
what I'd be doing.
listen, I don't know if you guys saw it, but Hulu has been doing exclusive Family Guy episodes on
I
there.
haven't seen this one yet.
It's a Hallmark movie. So the Christmas
Oh,
episode this
okay.
year is a Hallmark movie. The Halloween one was fine.
great.
The it's like very, it's funny, but it's very dark. Like it's very
Perfect.
in that realm of there. But
I'm not a Hallmark movie girl, which is maybe a little surprising, but I do wish my life was a Hallmark movie. So I think this might, this
I
could
actually
be my
am shocked.
daydream. I know. I get that a lot. People are like, oh, and I'm like, I've watched them. So
I've never watched one.
But Lacey Chabert, she is that girl. She is the Hallmark Channel lady now, and I think that is so
Well,
smart.
you know who the other Hallmark Channel person is? Erin Cahill, and she was the Pink
Yes.
Power Ranger in Power Rangers Time Force. And I have
Yeah.
met her twice, and she is the nicest human being you'll ever meet.
So are we Hallmark movie people now?
I don't know. I thought about it just because she's taken on like such a critical role there now that I was like, oh, I really want to support you because you are so nice. Like,
Yeah.
Lacey Chabert, though, I said that, and Eli was like, who's that? And I was like, Penny from
Her-
Lost in Space.
Her father
Party of
invented
Five?
toaster strudel.
Yeah.
And then I
Duh.
was like, and then I said, I can't believe it. I understand you're not getting those two, but how dare you not understand the founder's daughter of Toaster
Hit him
Strudel.
with that fun fact you didn't know.
What?
She's the original voice of Meg on Family Guy, and they like mock it at
Oh.
some point. They're like Lacey Chabert, and yeah, she was like Lacey Chabert for like I don't know, like or she was Meg for like the first couple episodes, or
Oh,
maybe in
wow.
the first season. But she's from Mississippi.
I don't think
so-
it can be the whole first season.
I don't think
because I'm
so.
positive it was
Mila Kunis.
yeah, pretty early on. That's why I'm like, I don't remember that.
I don't know. Good for her. I'm telling you, if I was a celebrity, this is what I want to do. I'd want to be in a movie like Mean Girls, and then just be like, ship me off to Hallmark, and I'll just do
Yeah, right.
all my seasonal movies with
I mean,
sexy love interests.
Yeah, for real.
Hey.
Okay, so the big story also beyond that, we have a bunch of 2026 details for Walt Disney World, including we've got. Sorry, I wrote this differently. We have a flurry of
Ooh.
updates. I just wanted it to be winter themed. This happened, of course, right after our last show. Sometimes I think about switching the day that we do the show just for that reason, because it seems like lately it's always on a Wednesday. But I know that everybody would lose their minds, and I feel like I change so often that it's like, we'll keep it here
Well,
where
and if
it's
we do
most
that-
accessible Tuesday at 1 p.m.
Disney would then announce everything on
Love that.
Wednesday. So, just
Guys,
what it is.
also, I want to be really clear. I have spent the last week reading through the reviews of this podcast on Apple because I've been going through a process of like claiming show rights and stuff like that. And I will have to read you guys some of that feedback later.
Wait,
Sounds
we
like a
should
good
do-
Patreon.
Yeah,
That's what I was
it's
saying,
like
like a
reading the
mean
mean comments.
tweets. Yeah, I
A
love
lot of
those.
the comments are people that aren't happy that we are the Diz Unlimited as opposed to the previous show, and that's okay. I knew that was going to happen and whatever. It's like
Well,
people who
nothing
are
you
like
knew
a
about
shadow of its former self, and I'm like, former self? This is a different show. Get over yourself. Like,
Right.
also,
Girl, please.
yeah, whatever. I mean, the feedback that is legitimate, I do take in concern, and I will be sharing that with Hannah.
Oh,
boy.
good. I look forward to
Okay.
that.
There was
Thank you.
there was a lot about me too. Don't worry.
Good,
Oh,
good.
boy.
Just kidding. I'm messing with you.
I don't think he is. He is not.
This is Hannah's last show.
Yeah.
It's just the round robin
And
of
who
this
I-
joke
yeah.
where it's like, Chloe, it's been wonderful. This was a great last show for you.
Yeah, good for
Yeah.
you. I know.
As
And
we
whoever.
go.
I'm too
Oh,
nostalgic. I knew it'd be the end of me.
I know. I was just really sweet talking to you to be like, Also, I've put all your stuff in a box and it's waiting for you at the door. Like, yeah, we'll wait you
I
out.
buried it with the
I
great
feel like
movie.
comments
Right?
like that, I'm like, oh, thank you for that. I will take that into account. I will also murder you.
I know.
Thank you for the feedback.
I hope your intent was to just give me fire to run on for the rest
I
of
will
my
make
life.
changes, but I will also kill you. Thank you.
Good. That's good. We'll add an
good.
explicit rating for the threatening on this one. But okay, Chloe's going to take us away on some of the updates. A lot of them are like confirmations about like returning parties. Sadly, I don't see a second Halloween party that I will continue to dream of for the rest of my life.
But you know what?
What?
I don't remember, but Jollywood is only 3 or 4 years old, and I feel like Jollywood was announced like summertime that year.
It was
So-
it was a last minute, yeah.
So who knows? I'm still holding out hope.
I like your I like your positivity.
Thank you.
It's not going to change our decision. Please have your things packed by the end of the day. I'm
Hey.
just kidding. Okay, take us away.
Yes. So as Rhina mentioned, they did drop this the day after our show last week. Disney dropped a flurry of updates happening across Walt Disney World in 2026 with a nice little infographic, but we're going to break it down for you. So from attraction closures and reopenings to updated animatronics, special events, and brand new offerings, here's what you need to know. First up, Magic Kingdom. Big Thunder Mountain will finally reopen in spring 2026 after a year-long refurbishment, which included track replacement, updates to the Rainbow Cavern, and what Disney calls new magic. An exact opening date has not been announced, but springtime, we can't wait for you. And then over in Tomorrowland, Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin will also reopen sometime in the spring after its multi-month refurbishment. Once open, the upgraded attraction will feature enhanced ride vehicles and new blasters, updated targets and gameplay, and a new ride scene featuring an original character named Buddy, who is a girl. And would you like me to keep going over to Epcot, or are we sharing?
Buddy, a girl.
That's what they've said.
I know.
They've called her. They've
That's
said
such a
she,
weird-
her, hers.
Does Buddy do? Okay, let me ask you. Let me ask you. Do you think Buddy comes off as a masculine name?
No.
Do you think it like refers to
But
being
she's
yeah,
like,
I
a
think it
robot,
does.
so I feel like it does lean towards more masculine, but also she's a robot, so like
I know that is
What
the weird
is
part
Buddy?
where you're like, what are you? You're
she's my buddy.
technically
Right there.
Technically,
Oh.
robots are binary. Gross. Dumb dad joke, but the I appreciate that it's. I feel like the last robot that I became fond of was a male, so it's nice that we're getting a little female representation of robots. The last robot that I was a fan of that's a male was DJ Rex.
Okay, I'm like, I'm a little concerned about that.
I'm not saying like I have a diary with photos of us, and I'm like with a little heart, and it says like R1NO DJ R3X.
Yes.
No? Okay.
DJ Rex.
Droid humor.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
Oh, I get
Binary,
it.
you wouldn't get
C-3PO.
it.
Unimpressed. 3 people.
C-3PO. Are we moving on to Epcot, or are we sharing the love today? What I don't mind reading.
Oh, sorry. I forgot I said that's what we were going to do at the beginning.
That's okay.
Do you
I
just-
can keep
Are
going.
you okay? Okay. Yeah.
So then next is Epcot. Frozen Ever After will debut the previously announced updated audio animatronics in February 2026, just 2 months away. These take inspiration from the advancements seen in figures at Hong Kong Disneyland's World of Frozen. I know we've all seen the before and afters or the comparisons of our animatronics in Frozen versus Hong Kong and what Paris is also getting. So I'm very excited for this. I was actually at Epcot last night, and we're like, should we do Frozen Ever After? It's only like a 45-minute wait only.
Nah.
And I was like, I'm waiting for February. I
Girl,
don't care if I have to wait 2 hours.
You know that story about me on opening day for that ride, though, right? I
Yeah,
waited
it's
6.5
terrible.
hours, and I was sunburned on
God
one
bless
half
you.
of my body. They brought out ice cream carts 3 times, and I was like, we can't have this much dairy in the sun! Stop
People are
bringing
gonna
it!
die.
That's why the line kept getting lighter.
What a true Norwegian
to the bathroom.
experience.
Yeah, I know. I was like,
Sunburnt with ice cream.
bring buckets next.
Bring some school bread.
Yeah, girl. What's that?
Yeah. water.
soak
That's
it
how
up.
you can. Listen, you bring me some school bread, some things. I'll be your friend.
like that robot.
Hey, buddy, could you keep going?
Oh, yes.
Okay, thanks,
so
buddy.
next, you're welcome, buddy. Next in Epcot, we talked about this last week because Disneyland Disneyland announced their opening date, which is July 2nd. We're getting it a little bit sooner. That's Soarin' Across America. Will open by Memorial Day 2026, which is Monday, May 25th, as part of Disney Celebrates America, featuring scenic vistas across the USA ahead of the country's 250th anniversary. We're old.
Oh, when the youngest in the world, though, I think.
Yeah, it's still.
Or not the world, but we're pretty young.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Considering it.
And then also they confirmed Epcot's International Flower and Garden Festival with March 4th through June 1st. And that means that half of the year's festival dates are confirmed. We're still waiting on Food and Wine and Festival of the Holidays. Festival of the Arts will take place beforehand, January 16th through February 23rd.
I would
not
put
long
money
enough.
that we're going to get a longer Food and Wine this year again.
Right?
I
It felt a little weird this year.
Because I felt like this year was shorter than last year, right? Am I crazy?
Right.
It was
I'm pretty sure it was.
the gap between Flower and Garden and Food and Wine that was long this
Yeah.
year, which is
Yeah.
fine because like Food and Wine, heavy foods in July and August are rough.
Yeah, I don't think I want a longer Food and Wine. Honestly, I would rather have a shorter Food and Wine and start Festival of the Holidays earlier.
Yeah, I agree.
I think
Hot take.
I think this year, especially because it was like it started the Friday after Thanksgiving, and it's
Yeah.
over December
Thanksgiving
30th,
was
and you're
late
like,
this year.
there was
Not
so
enough time.
so many offerings. You're like, oh my god! I'm
I
like,
want them to pick a lane because
Yeah.
Very Merry starts, what was it, November 7th or 8th this year, right?
think-
Yeah,
yeah.
one of
And
those,
then
yeah.
the holiday season, like the gingerbread displays, the trees everywhere, the decor, everything's up by, I think it was like the 17th this year.
something like
Yeah.
yeah.
And then Festival of the Holidays starts the 28th. Like, can you pick one week where everything starts?
I
Because
think they should.
I know it's a lot, but I don't
No.
know. The Festival of the Holidays especially is very short lived, and
Yeah,
I
and
need more
it's
time to get my
one of
cookies.
my favorites. Yeah.
Yeah. And then next we have Disney's Hollywood Studios. We ready to go on?
no, because there's no Halloween party there, so I don't care.
Oh, okay.
Just kidding.
Well,
There's a lot to look
there
forward to.
is a
There
big
is.
change coming. So, Rock and Roller Coaster starring Aerosmith will close in spring 2026 to transform into Rock and Roller Coaster starring The Muppets, which will open sometime in the summer. Now, if you don't know, if you missed it, the Aerosmith pre-show was just recently permanently walled off with no previous announcement.
That ain't right.
So there's not a whole lot of Aerosmith going on besides the on-ride audio, of course, and then the imagery of them in the post-show in the gift shop. But
So it's really like
it's really a bummer.
it's really a Rock and Roller Coaster haunted by Aerosmith.
Right? I'm so sad about it. I'm still
no
sad
more
about
Grandma Steven Tyler.
Here's my
No.
grandma nostalgia coming out again. The next, though, this is a big deal. The Magic of Disney Animation opens later in the summer, replacing
Hey.
Star Wars Launch Bay, finally. Inspired by Once Upon a Studio, the redesigned space will resemble the Roy E. Disney Animation Building
Wait, Once Upon a Studio, the short? Mm-hmm. Okay.
and let guests explore interactive areas themed to real Disney animation departments. Activities include sketching, playful exhibits, and multiple character experiences. A dedicated kids zone drawn to Wonderland will feature Alice in Wonderland inspired play
I am
areas
hyped for this.
based
My
on Mary
gosh.
Blair's art. Outside the courtyard will be reimagined to reflect the Burbank studio lot and will include
I like
new
that.
shaded seating and outdoor character
Oh my
moments.
God! Finally, jeez.
Yep.
Little Mermaid, a musical adventure, will still be part of this area, but a new show, Disney Junior Mickey Mouse Clubhouse Live, which is the same show currently at Disney California Adventure, will also open nearby in the
Okay.
Playhouse Disney Live.
Have you
soundstage.
seen that show?
I have. It's cute.
It is actually
I
pretty
liked
cute.
it.
Yeah.
I, was gonna
I
say,
like the
loved it,
Halloween
actually.
version too. I didn't know there was a special Halloween
Oh,
version.
I didn't-
And you
Oh,
get candy
really?
after.
I don't
yeah,
think I knew
it's
that.
really
No
cute.
way.
Yes.
I know it's crazy is the Daisy song is the song I like where they're like looking for her with the lights out and they're like something in the light whatever and I'm like this song's kind of a bop. Like
No, it definitely is.
wait,
Also,
so that's going to be where is that going to be?
where Playhouse Disney is, I'm
so
assuming.
that's interesting cuz that stage area in there doesn't have the screens in the background, does it?
I think they're installing
maybe
it.
it
It's been
is?
closed for a
Yeah.
while.
Okay, because I'm like,
Yeah.
there must be renovating in the inside of there a lot more.
Yeah.
Because like that whole room is very different, I thought. But
Yes.
Interesting. Yeah.
I'm excited for some new carpets in there. Yeesh.
Yeah,
know.
enough kids have peed on the other ones.
Yeah, perhaps.
No, not perhaps. Being a cast member who worked at Hollywood Studios, I have heard nightmares about that area, and they need to like
Maybe burn it down. start
repave
over.
the ground or something. Yeah.
Man.
Go ahead, Chloe. Sorry.
No, you're good. And then also part of the animation experience will be off the page. That's going to offer character meet and greets inside spaces themed to 6 animation disciplines. The examples included Mulan in a storyboard-inspired area, Rapunzel in a multi-plane camera style setting, and then other departments will include computer animation, hand-drawn animation, and lighting and effects.
Oh, I
Each
really
having
like
their own
that.
character moment and photo opportunity. Yeah.
Okay, so my guess is there's going to be a Pixar character meet and greet in there, right? And
I'm assuming so.
Yeah, there has to be if there's different types of animation. I do really appreciate that they're showing that they're going to be like the multiplane, that they're doing the storyboard. Also, I think it's really cool. Mulan was drawn at Hollywood Studios,
she was.
right?
So that'd be cool if they have Stitch or something there, because that was also animated there.
I think Brother Bear is the last one, right? It was like the last Disney animated feature that might have been done there.
I guess.
I could be like a little off on that or something, but yeah. So very cool.
Yeah.
That's a lot cooler than I mean, I was like excited because it was the different characters and stuff like that, but I think now I'm like, ooh,
I like how
should
they're
read these articles a little bit closer. Yeah. I'm like,
I like how they're incorporating the different animation styles and the storyboard theming. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Last in Hollywood Studios will finally get the new Star Wars mission at Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run.
Can't wait for
this.
this.
Debut May 22nd, themed to The Mandalorian and Grogu, the same film that's debuting that day.
Yes. Oh, a day and date. I love that. Okay, I am very much excited for that film and the update.
Me too.
I have to ask you this because I'm sure you've seen it because I know you're also an AMC A-list member.
I am.
I don't like the poster. Have you like walked by and you've seen the posters at like AMC? Have you seen it yet?
No, let me see.
It reminds me of like the serials that would play before like what Indiana Jones is supposed to be technically modeled after, like that sort of thing.
It looks like a t-shirt design.
Yeah,
it doesn't look like it looks like a spoof kind of. It doesn't look like a.
It's making it look a little cheap is the only thing. But I am very excited for this movie because it's got Sigourney Weaver in it.
Yeah.
Is she going to be in the ride? One can dream.
Is Amy Sedaris in it too still? Because she's a character in The Mandalorian.
God, I hope so.
Oh, and
she's
Jeremy
a treasure.
Allen White. I forgot about that. Yes, she is.
Who's Jeremy Allen White in The Mandalorian?
He's Rada the Hutt. Rada the Hutt.
Yeah.
He's first cast ahead of Pedro Pascal, which is kind of crazy.
Oh wait,
We
in
don't
the
know
movie,
him yet.
he's not in the show. Okay,
Yes.
yes,
I'm sorry.
yeah.
I'm looking up the movie right now.
Okay, yeah, sorry. I did hear that because they were saying that it's like he's like a jacked Boba Fett in the movie, and I was like,
Hubba,
of course. Here we are. Here we are. Everyone's got their different fetishes. But I'm excited to see Star Wars in a movie theater again. So
me too.
Yeah.
And Grogu.
I think there was also it might have been on We Call It Imagineering. It might have been just something I had read that Disney put out, but they were saying that they're basically rethinking how the pilot. If you're not familiar, in the Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run, there are 3 positions that it's 6 people, each has a different position. So they're like, there's 2 pilots, there's 2 gunners, and there's 2 engineers. And they said that they're reconceptualizing how those other positions besides the pilot, interact with the actual attraction. So I'm guessing the feedback is if you're this specific position, you're not going to get to anything to do. So I think they're going to give you a lot more to do now.
Nice.
Oh, that's
which
good.
is cool. Yeah.
That's
so I'm
good.
looking forward to that.
Do we still have to collect coaxium?
I don't think so.
Coaxium. I feel like
so
I'm
tired
doing
of it.
more. I was trying to be Hondo.
Yeah,
Hondo
you
Anaka.
sounded like him.
Well, I was doing a little too, Henny. Henny, is that you? Watto. I couldn't remember his
Watto.
name. You can't have him.
Anyway,
Anyway. Now I'm
Silence.
uncomfortable. I'm in danger.
all right. So not lastly, but the last major theme park we have is Disney's Animal Kingdom. And then just announced Bluey and Bingo will make their way to Disney World next summer. The conservation station experience will include a dance and play, an experience with animals native to Bluey's home country of Australia, and meet and
Kangaroos.
greet with Bluey and Bingo. Very cute, very cute. I'm kind of surprised it's going to Animal Kingdom, but
I know. Don't
they're
get me
animals,
started.
so I guess that's enough reason. And then I'm gonna cry. It's your last chance to count down to extinction, as Dinosaur will permanently close on February 2nd, meaning the last day to ride this opening day attraction is February 1st, 2026. I will be there with bells on and lots of dinosaur ephemera. Disney Springs.
I'm sorry. What did you just say?
Ephemera. Am I saying that right?
What
I
is
don't
that?
know.
Like Like goods, like paper goods and old souvenirs. Oh my goodness, I feel crazy now. Hold on.
No,
Are you a woman from the 1900s caravanning with your children selling snake oil bottles?
Yeah.
Hold
My
on.
daddy was a traveling dancer Mama was a dancer in the traveling show.
Ephemera, things that
No,
exist or are
Mama
used
used to
it.
dance
or
for the
enjoyed
money
for
they'd throw.
for a short time. Well, I think I was using it in the wrong context there.
Wait, say
But it
it
is a
again to
word.
me? Sorry.
Ephemera.
Yeah, I've never
Watch your
heard that
mouth.
before.
It's
Yeah,
a
no,
family
it's
show.
fancy.
Like if
I
you collect
that.
old Disney maps, old Disney
Okay.
tickets, that's Disney ephemera.
She's too smart.
God, good for
us.
you, girl.
Yeah,
That's
I
what
know,
homeschooling
right?
gets
Look
you,
at the
I
brain
guess.
on Chloe.
I was
Sorry.
homeschooled. All right, moving on.
I take back what I said about that.
Oops. I really meant I guess dinosaur memorabilia because I'll have my Countdown to Extinction shirt.
Okay.
I'll probably have a hat.
Should we make it our goal to try and find the Chip and Dale onesies? Somebody
yes.
has to make
I've
the dinosaur
looked.
onesies,
If
right?
we can
No,
commission somebody like on Etsy or something, it's going to be $200 though.
girl, I'm ready to pay for that.
Hey,
for that
listen.
onesie.
That onesie. So
I got
cute.
dino
I
money.
know.
I know. We got to go.
John
meet them.
Magi, can we have that for our 100th episode?
Yeah.
Ooh, I would
Dinosaur
like
onesies.
I actually don't know if anyone else knows it's 100th episode. I do know they know because
They
I said
guess.
it in our meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So lastly, Disney Springs. This was already announced before, but previously announced Level 99 will open in Disney Springs West Side sometime in 2026. This will feature over 60 themed challenge rooms, duels, and art hunts, and a 2-story bar offering drinks and signature
There we go.
Detroit-style pizzas.
Detroit pizzas. I like those because
This is-
that's the one we
they're
had, like the Soto Square pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is going in the
Less
old.
saucy.
What is this? The old Virgin? Is that what that is?
That's
No,
the NBA
no.
experience.
The Virgin is the bowling alley.
And
So this is
Oh.
NBA experience. Yeah, the
Disney Quest.
3-month long
Disney Quest. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Wow. So
and
it's like a
there's
new
Hannah
Disney
in the
Quest.
photos
Uh-huh.
too.
Yeah.
She posted
Okay.
this.
And then
Are you doing this one with Hannah? She's right there.
Yeah. Oh my God.
If you're watching
and that's how I
this-
broke my
that
other
looks
leg.
like Saw.
There's a woman very awkwardly, I think, on a balance beam. Well, what looks like, I thought this was a concept art for that parade float at Magic Kingdom.
Yeah. Right.
With the swords.
Flynn Rider.
Yeah, where the like axes are swinging back and
Yeah.
forth. I don't know.
I don't know.
I still don't know if it's like a. So here's the thing: is this a thing we can just walk in and go to the bar, or is it going to be like a fee, and then once you're inside, and then you go to it, and it's like,
Hopefully.
I'm guessing so because it's gonna be 60 themed challenge rooms. What are we gonna pay? Like
each time you go into
$10 a
one of the
room?
60?
Like there has to be a flat fee, right?
Maybe you could
Oh, I
just
don't
go
know.
into the restaurant or bar though, because
Yeah.
otherwise I'm like, y'all
Wait,
ain't
you
gonna
said
make
there's a
money off of
restaurant?
this. Yeah, it's like
2-story bar
Yeah,
featuring
that doesn't mean
drinks
restaurant.
and Detroit style
Is it
pizzas.
pizza?
yeah, but okay. Well, have any of you ever lived in a small town where it's a bar where you just sit at the bar and all you can order is a pizza? I have. It's not a restaurant; it's a bar.
I don't know. We would call those restaurants in Mississippi, but yeah, the finest.
But I wonder if it's reserved for people that just pay the flat fee to go do the games.
Oh,
though.
that'd be so
That would make sense.
dumb. Who I know it would, but
Yeah.
I'm just like,
I mean,
who's
we're gonna
going
do
to
it.
those?
We
It
gotta
also
do it.
seems like a weird thing to tout if it's not something you could access normally. I guess too.
Well, I
You're
think
like,
it's
oh,
like
cool.
really presumptuous. Like they're going to have enough people in there to warrant
I don't know.
a 2-story.
I mean, I don't
bar.
want to be negative Nancy about it or anything like
am.
that. And stop calling me Nancy; it feels offensive. But I don't know that this is the solution for the space.
I wish
No.
they could have made a new Disney Quest work because this is a 5-story building that they used to have full of Disney games, and
Okay.
I know it quickly became outdated, but
Bear with me. But
Okay.
so in that realm of what you just said about Disney Quest, I feel
Mm-hmm.
like there would have been an option here where they could have built something like the Volume, where they shot like the Mandalorian made it popular or something like that. Something using that Unreal game engine
Yeah.
in real
Yes.
time.
they're working with Epic Games now.
Yeah, where I'm like, they could do something that is cutting edge past what you would be able to do at your home. So something like that where you could walk around. Or I would actually really like if they brought back that 3D thing that they had where you wore the helmet. You wore a helmet and you had a vest on
the
and you were
VR
on the strap.
experience?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they had that at Disney
Because
Springs too.
they still operate. They're just not at Disney Springs anymore.
Right, it was Star Wars.
It
Wasn't
was a Star Wars one. Did you ever do that 3D thing that was Star Wars at Disney Springs?
I didn't.
I did not. I wanted to.
I did it once, and it was one of those where I like really wanted to do it again because it was one. It was
The
like,
Void, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
the
yeah.
Void. That was it. And they had it at Downtown Disney in Disneyland too, and that was even shorter lived than ours. But it's a really really cool experience that I was like, now there's a Ghostbusters one. Now there's a whatever.
Yeah.
I think something like that in this space would maybe have done better. But
Okay,
I don't
there's
know.
another, I think it's called Play, and there are these like indoor play experiences, and they have one in LA, but they flip the theme in them. So like they had a Bluey experience, but the cool thing is like it looks like you're literally walking into their house. So the whole thing is like you walk in, it just looks like a toy store, and then you open a door, and then you're like literally in whatever the theme is, you're in that space. So almost like I wish, I mean, I know this is like wrong show, but like sort of like a family friendly, like HHN type experience where it's like a literal set, or I don't know, you could experience a Disney movie and maybe they could promote new movies that way. And it's just, I mean, it's all like, you know, it's little interactions. It's not mind blowing stuff. But I think any sort of like photo op engagement type thing, that would be cool, but we'll see. I guess catch you there.
Catch you there. Well, cool. Is that it for the updates, or we got more?
Just a little bit more. So, Cool Kids Summer will turn across all 4 parks with high energy dance and character experiences, including Goofy Core at Epcot.
Oh,
That was
interactive
good.
games and limited time ticket
it's
deals.
like Cottage
and
Core,
offerings.
but you just are like a hobo by the by the braille.
Yes.
That is what.
Wow,
I'm
okay.
sorry. That is
Goofy's
what
a
Goofy.
hobo?
That's what Goofy looks like in the
early,
shorts.
yeah.
No, in the early, in those ones recently, he's got the stink
Potato
lines
Head?
coming off him and everything. And I'm like, come on now,
Droopy. What was his name? Droopy
put some
Dog.
respect on that.
These more information on that will be coming in January though, because there will be some ticket deals and offerings and stuff. And then additionally, of course, they confirmed some fall and wintertime favorites that are returning, including Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party,
Oh,
Disney
surprise.
Jollywood Nights, Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, Epcot's Food and Wine Festival, and Festival Holidays, with dates and more info to come at a later time.
Well, I'm still upset that there isn't a second Halloween party because I would love a Jollywood Nights version
Let's
of the
remain
Halloween
optimistic though, you know?
A
Let's keep
classy-
talking about it. Maybe it'll happen.
party. Maybe it'll happen. Manifest.
Can I be honest,
manifest.
I'm just glad that Jollywood Nights is coming back.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I don't know if just because it's newer and it's kind of like a new concept. I feel like every year I'm like, yay, they brought it back, and I feel like they've done just enough every year to kind of plus it up.
I
little
would
bit.
love a new fireworks show.
Yeah.
I think that would
Fair
put
enough.
it. I think that would like really put it over for me.
Yeah. I'll be honest, when I saw all of these events and things coming to Walt Disney World, I was pleasantly surprised because I've even said on the show where like next year doesn't necessarily feel like the year to come to Walt Disney World because there are a lot of changes happening. But I think I kind of forgot that there are things opening through the course of next year. And so it was like enough that I was like, okay, I mean, every park is getting something. So it feels a little refreshed.
Yeah, it's like slow refresh. It's like
Yeah.
little by little by little. You know, sometimes it's pebbles, not mountains. All right, awesome. Thank you, Chloe, for sharing that.
My
I'm going to
pleasure.
take a beat at this moment now. We're not done, but I'm going to let the discount diva take it away, and then we're going to talk about a bunch of Disneyland updates real quick and whatnot.
Awesome.
But there's some good discounts going on.
Yeah,
now.
so that was a good segue because basically all of the Disney destinations, even Adventures by Disney, they're offering discounts now, and we're starting to see discounts into next year and next summer. So you can tell that Cool Kids Summer's coming up because there are some exclusive deals for kids ages 3 to 9 for next year. So if you're looking to go to Walt Disney World earlier in the year, you can save up to $250 per night when you book a 4-night, 4-day package, including tickets, at select resorts. So it does have to be, stays most nights February 22nd through July 25th. So that's a really long travel window that is going to cover some dates around spring break, Memorial Day, 4th of July. So this, to me, of all the discounts I've seen, this one seems to be the best overall deal. So, just kind of keep that in mind, 4-night, 4-day package. But a lot of times, like I have had clients that were looking to do maybe a 3-day ticket, you end up saving more with this package. overall. And it is select resorts, select dates. So as long as you have a little bit of flexibility, this is a good deal that's available for a lot of dates. Also at Walt Disney World, if you're a Disney Visa card holder, you can save on select resort stays. They just have to be 2 nights or longer. They don't have to be a package. So let's say you're using a military ticket or you have an annual pass or something different. It just has to be a 2-night or longer stay. These are nights Sunday to Thursday to get that bigger discount. And you can save like All-Star Sports, you can stay there for $99 a night. I feel like I never see a Disney resort under $100 anymore. Even looking at the deluxe resorts, you can stay at the Animal Kingdom Lodge for $399 per night, and that's a Savannah View room.
Good Lord, that's a discount.
It's a good deal, right? So there is also there is a Disney Plus deal out there if you are a Disney Plus subscriber. All that means is that you just have to supply the email address that you use for your login for Disney Plus. This is a 3-day, 3-part ticket though. So it does not include Magic Kingdom. However, the tickets are starting at $109 per day or $325 total for the ticket. This is a really great deal. This is through May 22nd through September 7th. So I was thinking about this, like obviously if you're coming down for your once-a-year vacation, you're probably going to want to go to Magic Kingdom. This is such a good deal. I would be tempted to, like those very first couple of Halloween party nights, book this 3-day ticket and then add a Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party ticket. And then you can get into Magic Kingdom that day starting at 4 p.m. Because it's like that good of a deal. So that's it for Walt Disney World. But over at Disneyland, they have several different room discounts right now. You can save up to 25% off of resorts January 1st through May 21st of next year. So that's going to get you through. You can still experience Disneyland 70th along with different seasonal events like California Food and Wine Festival, Lunar New Year, some special events like that. So you get Disneyland 70th plus a few extra things. Also, they are offering a children's ticket offer where, so this is kids ages 3 to 9, it is $50 per child, as long as you purchase at least a 1-day park hopper ticket. And then, of course, you can add additional days to it. But $50 a day, that's insane. Disney Cruise Line is still offering their half-off deposit from now until January 18th. So you're not necessarily saving money on your vacation, but you're only putting down 5% towards a cruise. And I like this deal for this time of year. I feel like, it's holidays. Maybe you're buying gifts. Maybe you're anticipating tax season, things like that. You only have to put down 5%. Booking a cruise early is always going to save you the most. So then you have, months, maybe even a year to pay on your cruise. Also, just one other tip, I've seen a couple different deals, whether it's Sam's Club or Target, that are offering deals on Disney gift cards. You can use to pay off any of your Disney vacations using a Disney gift card, even through your Dreams Unlimited travel agent. So just something to keep in mind, or ask your family for a Disney gift card for Christmas if you're wanting to take advantage of one of these vacations for next year. So I think there are so many good deals already for 2026 and later into the year that we're probably going to see more. So if you are booked with Dreams Unlimited Travel, don't fret. It's not for you to worry about. We'll keep checking these discounts for you. We'll apply those savings, and then you'll get a wonderful email from us saying, surprise, we saved you money, and there's nothing more that you have to do.
And there's nothing you can do about it.
There's nothing you can do about it. So I think this is a good sign. So if you're thinking about making a Disney trip next year, this is the time to talk about it. Once we get into January, February, March, it's going to pick up. People are going to be post-holidays. They're going to be wanting to book their vacation. So if you're on the fence, go ahead and book it now. Most of these deposits are refundable, and then at least you're locked in where you want to be, at the price you want to be at, and maybe you'll save more money one day.
I was half listening to you. Did you mention the Disneyland stuff?
I mentioned the discounts that are available right now, but there is a
Well, there's a tease. That's why I was like, I didn't hear you say
I have
it.
not mentioned the tease, but a tease came out this week that there are going to be more offers this summer for Disneyland, and they are going to go on sale January 21st.
Yeah.
So we're just kind of putting it out there, put a pin in it, but there is that kids summer ticket offer. So this is the one I did actually mention this. I forget. So this is the $50 per day for kids ticket. This is valid dates May 22nd through September 7th at Disneyland Resort for kids. It starts as a one-day park hopper for $50. And then, of course, you can upgrade it to more days, just $50 a day. You can also add the Lightning Lane multi-pass to it if you would like. And then also coming up, there is a save up to 25% off rate right now that you can book dates January 1st through May 21st. But then once we get into January 21st.
Wait, there's a current one?
There's a current one. And then there's another one coming out January 21st. So it's a stay longer and save. So as long as you book a 4-night or longer stay at the Disneyland resorts, this is dates May 22nd through September 7th. You can save up to 25%. So basically what I'm hearing is that if you go to Disneyland next year, you're going to save up to 25%
listen,
on your stay.
And that's 70th is going until August.
Yeah.
So there's still stuff going on.
I would say, I mean, this is, I feel like, we all really, really love Disneyland in this room. But if you haven't been to Disneyland in a long time, this is the time to do it. The discounts are good, especially on that kids ticket offer. That's insane. I will tell you, having a 3-year-old, so we're fresh to buying Disney tickets for him, they're usually not a lot cheaper than adult tickets. And so it's kind of shocking. You're like, oh, his ticket was $50 less than mine. And as we all know, Disney tickets are expensive. So if you're thinking about going, this is the summer to do it. Disneyland 70th is, there really is so much. And it just is kind of that icing on the cake to your Disneyland vacation.
You've got World of Color World of Color and Happiness going on.
Good.
I think it's the best version since the original. I think Paint the Night is still going on out there. Not to mention all the specialty like food offerings and stuff like that. I loved it.
They just keep giving you. I feel like the thing about Disneyland 70th is like they just gave us so much. It's like all the things you usually enjoy, and like I said, seasonal events are still happening. But you also, like you said, Paint the Night is back. You have a new World of Color that is phenomenal. You get all the things. It's like Disneyland's giving you extra, and there's this discount right now. So,
what's the discount that you just said? It's the 25% off, but it's through when? For travel,
so the one right now,
not the teased one, the current one.
Current one is for travel January 1st through May 21st. So just before Memorial Day.
I'm sorry, it's what? January what?
January 1 through May 21.
Oh, so it's like the same thing, just different.
This new discount starts. It's for travel dates.
It's for the 22nd. Yeah.
So essentially,
well, I'm asking because I was about to be like, you should go at the beginning of the dates that are off from these two offers, because January, February, March, and April, you have Lunar New Year starts, I think, like January 23rd, maybe. I could be wrong. It's like that Friday, whatever that is. And then that's a really cool festival. But then also their food and wine starts in like March or April. It's like 1 month.
Yeah.
But it's very different, but it's also very good. Like my experience, I've only gone once, but I loved it. And so like there are other things going on in addition to the 70th stuff still happening out there. So I'm like if you can get cheaper stuff right here at the beginning of the year and that off time, I was like, take advantage of that too, because it's a great time to go out there.
Yeah.
But there are also, they are also, I want to say this because I think it's happening like in the next, like, not in the next, God, my brain is like, I'm thinking January 1st already, and I'm like, it is December 9th.
I know, I keep forgetting.
Yeah.
Still in 2025.
They're adding a new Magic Key out there, which is interesting. They're discontinuing one, which I don't understand because it's not the top one and it's not the lowest one. So they're discontinuing the Enchant Key. And there's going to be a new option called the Explore Key, and this is going to go on sale on January 13th, 2026. And also the Imagine Key will go on sale that same day. This is no earlier than 9 a.m. Pacific time, so 12 noon Eastern time. The 2 passes join the Inspire and the Believe keys, which remain available for new purchase. When the arrival of the Explorer key happens, Disney is retiring the Enchant key. It will no longer be offered for sale or renewal, but current Enchant key holders may continue to use their pass through expiration date. The Explorer key is positioned as a flexible option for guests who want year-round access to the theme parks. It offers benefits similar to the Enchant key, but adds weekday availability in June and July, giving families more opportunities to enjoy the parks during the summer break. I don't know the difference. I know it says the difference, but it doesn't say why it's different, so I can't look that up right now. But it's interesting to me that they're doing this. I cannot keep track of what tier is what. Like, I know I have a Disneyland pass, but I think it's the top tier, but I don't think it's an Enchant key. Enchant key, I think, is the second tier down.
I can't keep track of it either. Same with the Disney World ones. The Sorcerer, Pirate, Pixie, like...
Whatever.
Incredible.
Yeah. I'm like, come on now.
I feel like that
1,
is
2, 3, 4.
tip, Walt Disney World or Disneyland, even if you book your package with Dreams Unlimited Travel, or if you book it yourself and you get down here, I've had clients this happens to, and they're like, man, we went to Disney World in a while and we had the best trip. So now we want to come back in October. 2 things. You can, as long as it's before your last day of use of that ticket, you can go to a ticket window and upgrade it to an annual pass. Annual passes at both Disney World and Disneyland give you discounts on dining and merchandise. And then also you then are going to have access to annual pass holder discounts on resort stays, which typically is the best discount out there, like better than Florida resident rate. And then also, if for some reason that's not a good rate, you can also book a bounce back offer. So you can book a resort stay now. You can book a bounce back for 2026. So.
Somebody in the chat, Allie in the chat said, Rhino, just so you know, you have the key to our hearts.
Oh.
So it goes Inspire key, Believe key, Enchant key. Well, I thought there was a 4th one, but it's not listing the other one. But yeah, there's different benefits for them. Like, I know the Inspire key has discount on parking, and there's more of a discount on merchandise and food, I believe, as well. But just something to consider. I know sometimes people wonder, because the larger the party size, the more you're going to spend, and then how much will annual pass give you the discount? You got to do out the math on that. It doesn't work the same way going that way as it does this way. But also, I did know, I know I just said things like World of Color and stuff like that, Paint the Night. Disneyland did announce that on January 8th, Wondrous Journeys, which is their nighttime fireworks show, is going to return. The Mickey and Friends wearing the Disney 70th Resort celebration outfits comes back that day. On the 9th, you'll see the return of the Celebrate Happy Cavalcade. And then on the 30th, you're going to have the Paint the Night Parade return. So if you are going out there for the opening weekend of Lunar New Year, I think you're going to actually miss Paint the Night, which is a little bit of a bummer. But still, I think it's I don't know. We'll see. I don't know what I'm saying we'll see about, but we'll see, because I'm about to show you there are some new suites over at the Pixar Place Hotel. I didn't even know there were suites over here until like our last Disneyland trip. I thought it was just a hotel where everything was the same, but apparently there are Coco and Incredible themed suites at Pixar Place Hotel that are just open. We knew this was happening. Sorry, I don't want to say apparently. These are there. I knew that there were suites after our last trip. But they've released a first look of these 2 suites. So there's the Incredible suite here, which features a sleek mid-century modern aesthetic matching the stylized world as seen in the Disney Pixar films. Disney's preview highlights several interactive touches, including a hand-scanning prop at the entrance, a spy phone, hidden messages, a secret door, and additional nods to the super-powered family. The suite includes a spacious living room with bright red seating, wood accents, and built-in shelving filled with Incredibles themed props. Additional rooms continue the theme through stylized artwork, retro shapes, and warm tones that fit the film's signature look. A large dining area and modern kitchen space round out the suite, offering a comfortable layout suited for longer stays. It's one of those things where you're like, I wish someday.
Yeah, right.
Someday. I'd like to stay in one of these, because also the Coco one is beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
My problem with these is like I would have a hard time wanting to go to the parks to be like, I just live here now.
Yeah.
In my suite.
Well, I think that's really what I would want to use it for more than anything. I think it's like not for the not for the constant park goer, maybe the pop in and outer. So the newly revealed Coco Suite embraces handcrafted details inspired by Mexican art, culture, and the visual style of Pixar's Coco. Disney notes the suite includes unique handmade wooden furniture and hand-painted artwork throughout. The fireplace area features colorful lighting and carved elements reminiscent of the film's design motif. Bedrooms and common areas are filled with warm yellow terracotta and natural wood tones supported by decorative pieces, framed art, and textiles honoring the film's themes of family and tradition. The dining area and kitchen are similarly styled with rustic materials and vibrant accents. I think both of these are really good looking. I don't know which one I like more, honestly.
I like the Incredibles more just for the mid-century, and it reminds me of the Parr family house, their actual house from the second movie.
I mean, the Coco one looks very cozy.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. Yeah.
The Incredibles one looks a lot like a Contemporary, like a suite at the Contemporary.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
It's cute.
I could see
but
that.
yeah.
Oh no, they're both cute. Very good. If you, I don't know, Dreams Unlimited Travel. If you're looking to book one of those, if you're looking to
bring us
we'll
with you,
book
you know.
on it.
if you're looking to gift one of those, my telephone number is just kidding.
You know what's mostly always like discouraging about these suites is that they're like almost always sold out. And I get there's only like one Coco suite, but still you're like, oh, these are in demand. People can do this in real life.
Yeah,
Just
I
not
know.
me.
I know, bummer. You're like, what's your job? How do I get it? Are you hiring? So also Disneyland did share some newly released concept art for the finally happening Porto's Bakery and Cafe coming to Disneyland. If you have not been to Porto's on a trip out to Disneyland, you truly... I think it's worth the lift ride. Get yourself a tres leches for the room.
Oof.
And just have that there in the refrigerator for whenever guests come or just you need a little pick-me-up. But this is, this is a beloved Southern California eatery famous for its pastries, cakes, and California Cuban dishes. The construction walls are up. I've seen somebody posted about it online. I saw them up. But this is massive, this building here. This has been years. It was announced like 2 D23s ago. But the newly shared artwork highlights 3 major areas of the upcoming space: a large outdoor patio, a bold and modern exterior, and a warm interior dining room designed for both quick visits and relaxed meals. But this is like... crazy big.
I love the outdoor seating that they've done at Downtown Disney because the weather's so nice and
I
it
know,
adds this
truly.
like extra dimension.
The fact that this has the outdoor seating and the upstairs and everything, and you're going to be able to just like go here and get pastries and stuff like that whenever you want. It really is reinvigorating that area of the resort that I feel like has needed a little bit of love and attention for a while to have a little bit more like. If you stay in there, be a little friendlier.
Oh, totally. I'm so relieved it's going to be this large because I've been to the one in Burbank. Is
there one in Burbank? Mm-hmm. I was like, because there's one right outside of Knott's Berry Farm. Okay.
Yeah, I've only been to the one in Burbank a couple of times, and there's always a line to go in, and it's huge inside, but I could only, when they first announced it for Downtown Disney, and even Josh Meyer said the wildly popular, Porto's Bakery, and I'm like, how's that going to look with lines? But I'm glad it's taking a large footprint, and there's a lot of seating, and I hope that it's able to keep up with the demand because it's going to be really popular.
Well, and I think it's like right off the Esplanade, right? It's like right near the ticket booth area, I believe. It's like on that end, across from like where you'd get on the tram to go back to the parking to Mickey's and Friends.
Wait, where's this going? I don't know.
What's
it taking over?
I believe it is taking over oh my God, what was the thing that was there before? The Earl of Sandwich.
It's the little Earl of Sandwich that moved in, right?
Yeah.
And now,
okay.
I can't remember
and
what
it's
it's called.
something else. It's like the bread. What is it called?
Wait, are you talking about it was the Earl's Tavern that's like right there? The first thing?
The first thing.
Okay.
I think because the whole thing is the Earl of Sandwich is building a new concept.
Okay.
A larger concept, like a 2-story one or something.
And it's
like
right
that.
there too. Whew.
Yeah.
It's gonna be busy.
I can't wait because for me this means like just all the delicious food I get to bring back to my hotel room. Even if you're not staying on property, just grab it on the way out and then go.
Oh, perfect.
So I think a great addition finally in the works here. I don't know. We'll see when it opens, but
yeah, it's needed, especially like if you're staying at Disneyland Hotel, there's fewer options like compared to the Grand California. Even Grand California doesn't have like a quick service of any kind, right?
yeah, they have
They do. What's it called?
what the one at the pool is called. It's like the same name or something like that, right?
Yeah, they have a quick service.
Oh, okay. I've never been there.
G&H or something like that.
It's
I can't
very
remember.
good. Oh, yeah,
they're nachos. They're famous for their nachos.
They
Very
are.
good.
And the prices are kind of expensive, but everything's massive. So everything you can share there. They have a charcuterie pizza there.
Ooh. So good. All their food at the California is good.
Okay, in the chat, Doc Mario saying originally slotted for the current Earl of Sandwich location, but this is drawing suggests that it's going where the Starbucks is now.
Whoa.
I don't.
This doesn't seem
Yeah,
big
so
enough.
like look at this photo. Hold on. Do I have not this one? Okay. Yeah, cuz where that ends.
This does look like where the Starbucks is.
But
yeah, it does.
Yeah, I'm like God, I don't have a big one of the other one.
Is that enough space? I guess it is.
You can't see it on the one I shared either. It's like, yeah,
Whatever's next to
because the end of the building, well, that would be World of Disney.
No, World of Disney's across from Starbucks.
If you look really close at the building that's in the end, I can't show it to you. It's the header image on the website article. There is like what looks like the entrance with the there's like a wing of something. You know how we have like Stitch above World of Disney? It looks like that's the thing. But that would be, so is it taking over some of the tick booth area? I don't know. We'll look into it further. It doesn't matter right now. Who cares?
I'm really invested.
I mean, I care. I can't wait. Earl is getting a new building as well. Yes. When we have more updates about that, we will share it. I'm sorry I'm not as well versed in this as I should have been, but that's why I'm going to end this show now. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you for having this conversation. Thank you, everybody, for joining us for our 100th episode, whether you listen to it live, whether you're listening to it back, whether you're watching this later, or wherever you are. We're so happy that you're here with us and so happy that we made it to 100 episode. Here is to 100 more episodes. Thank you, everybody. If you like the video, thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. If you click the bell button, you're going to get notified whenever we publish any sort of new content. Do that because there's a bunch of new stuff coming up this month that you're going to want to check out and watch. More in the park videos are on the way. We promise you there's at least 3 of them coming by the end of the month. Also, if you are listening to this, rate and review the podcast wherever you have that opportunity. We greatly appreciate that. And if you want to send us an email and let us know some future discussion topics or more things you'd like to hear us chat about, podcast@disunlimited.com. But again, that is going to do it for our 100th episode. We appreciate all of you very much. If you are one of our Patreon supporters, make sure that you stay tuned for our live Patreon post show. That's going to do it for us. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. I cannot say it enough. I'd say it 100 times if I had the time, but I don't. So I'm going to say it one more time. Thank you. Have a great week, everybody.